sitting in a comfortable seated position. Doesn't matter how you sit, as long as your spine is upright. Hands can be placed however you like placing them. And when you're comfortable enough, you can close your eyes. If you're not comfortable to do that, that's okay. And tune in with your breath. Just notice how you're breathing. If you're breathing in through the abdomen, through chest, through both. If you're breathing shallow or deep, just take a note of how you're breathing. On your next inhale, bring inhalation into the abdomen. Bring it up into chest. Inhale a little bit further to collarbone. Exhale, collarbone, chest, abdomen. Again, inhaling abdomen, up into chest, to collarbone. Exhale, collarbone, chest, abdomen. Inhaling abdomen, chest, collarbone. Exhale, collarbone, chest, abdomen. Keep practicing full yogic breath at your own pace. Finish the one you're working on and do one more. When you're done letting your natural breath return, let your natural breath return in your own time, opening your eyes, stretching out the legs, a little bit wide so your feet are hip width apart, bringing your toes down and towards yourself, and down towards the floor, and towards you, towards the floor, towards you, and one more, and towards you. Bending your right leg. I'm trying to mirror. I'll take these off so you can see my feet. Interlocking fingers underneath the knee or underneath your thigh. Sitting up straight, bringing your knee towards chest, pushing your knee up, foot is flexed, and slowly lowering down towards the floor, not on the floor. Bring it up towards chest, push it up towards the ceiling, slowly lower. Inhaling, bring towards chest, up towards ceiling, slowly lower. Keep going at your own pace, trying to make sure you stay as upright as you can with your back. Don't collapse. And one more. And bring it now up, so towards chest and up. Stay up, point your foot and rotate your lower leg. Slowly, slowly. And see how wide you can make the circles. They won't be too wide because that's not natural for your knee, but make slow circular movements. So down. One more circle and then reversing the movement. Try not to collapse, keeping your back straight. And one more circle. Point it up, flex your foot and slowly lower. Changing side, bending the left leg. Interlock fingers underneath your thigh. Inhaling, bring up to chest. Push up towards the ceiling. Slowly lower. Inhaling, chest. Up towards ceiling. Slowly lower. And again. And again. And keep going at your own pace, working with your stretch. Again, never overstretch. Just find that edge and stay there. If you need to bend your knee a little bit, that's fine. I'm doing that as well. A bit tight today. And again, inhaling. Last one. And then again, bring it up to chest, up towards ceiling, point the toes, and circle round. Slow movements, inhaling up, exhaling down. Inhaling up, exhaling down. One more circle, then reversing the movement. Still inhaling up, exhaling down. So try to keep your upper leg as still as you can. It will move a little bit, but try and keep it quite still. So it's really your lower leg that's making the movement. One more circle. And flexing your foot towards the ceiling and slowly lower down. Okay. Bringing your right ankle up towards your thigh. If you can't get it there, it's fine. Just bend it a little bit. And if you can reach your foot, flex your foot and keep your foot in alignment with your ankle. Okay, the sole of your foot is facing sideways. It's not facing up because that's quite tempting to do with your foot, but try and keep it just flexed, facing to the side. Place your right hand under your right knee, so that's where you support it. And then bring your leg up and circle your knee out and down and in. So you're circling your knee, you're drawing circles with your knee, you're moving your hip joint. So you're pushing your knee out and back in and away from the body and towards. Okay, so again, inhaling away from you, exhaling towards. And you're moving with your breath. You match the movement to your breath, not the other way around. And see how big the circles you can make or how small you can make them. And again, working with your edge. Just loosening up the hip here. And one more circle. And when you're done, reversing the movement the other way. Check in with your foot. Is it still doing what it's supposed to do? And one more circle. And when you're done, releasing your foot, hugging your knee towards your chest, and then release. Changing sides, left foot, foot's flexed, knee supported with your hand, bring it up, out, and away, and towards your body. Inhaling away, exhaling towards. drawing those circles with your knee again, checking in with yourself, how small you can make them, how big you can make them, matching your breath with the movement. One more circle and reverse. Still inhaling away and down, exhaling towards. So when we lengthen, we often inhale. When we compress, we exhale. It's a bit hard to compress and inhale when your lungs are being squished. So that's why we breathe like that. One of the reasons. One more circle. And then having your knee towards you and release. Opening the legs. Interlock your fingers, sitting tall. Imagine this is a cauldron. You've got a pot here with hot chocolate in it. You're clasping a spoon and we're going to stir the chocolate, okay? So we hinge forwards from the hips, see wherever you can go. Then moving to your right, moving back, curving the spine, going to the left, lengthening, coming forward. Inhaling, curving the spine, exhaling forward, lengthen. Although we lengthen here, we are compressing down, right? So here we compress, so we exhale. Inhaling back, curve, exhale, lengthen. Inhaling, exhaling. One more circle. And reversing the movement. Left first. And then right. Inhaling back, curving, lengthening, exhale. Inhaling, exhaling. And one more circle. And when you're in the middle, release. And stay. Focusing on your breath. And working with your tension. When you inhale, send the breath to tension. When you exhale, release. Let it flow away from your body with your breath. Inhaling to tension. Exhale, release. Holding the pose. Remember, it's about length, not about depth. If you're here and you're fine and that's where your edge is, just lengthen and then you can let your head hang. So lengthen first and then curving your head down, chin towards chest, if you like. Stay focused on your breath. Find your edge. You might find you can go a little bit further. You might find you need to back off. You might be fine where you are. Just play with that edge. Focus on breath. 10 more breaths. When you're done, stay where you are, take a deep breath in. Exhale, see if you can go a little bit further. And then inhaling, curving the spine, slowly coming up, lengthening out. And bringing the legs back in. And sit in whatever way you prefer sitting. Bringing arms up shoulder height, palms facing up. Bringing your palms up towards shoulder. Yeah. Inhaling out, stretch, bringing your palms down. So fingers are pointing now towards the floor, stretching out, looking up. Inhale. Exhale, bring it in. Finger, toes touching shoulders, chin towards chest. Inhaling, out to the sides, fingertips down, looking up. Exhale, bring it in, fingertips, shoulders, chin towards chest. Inhaling out, to the side, push down, shoulders down. Exhale, fingertips in, chin towards chest. Again, inhaling. Exhale. And again. And last one. And releasing the hands. Bringing your right ear to right shoulder. Back to center, left ear, left shoulder. And back to center. Right ear, right shoulder. Center, left ear, left shoulder. And back to center, one more. And the other way. And back to center. Okay. Come to hands and knees. Hands and knees. Knees in alignment with hips as much as you can, or where you think it is. Feeling into your body, shoulder and wrist. Okay, hands are spread, knees are about hip width apart. Okay, tucking the tail under, curving the spine, chin towards chest, abdomen stays engaged though. Cat flexion. Tailbone towards the ceiling, chest out, looking forward, shoulders down and in. Cat extension. Abdomen engaged. You don't want to dump into your back. Tucking under, curving spine, chin towards chest, exhale. Inhaling, tailbone towards ceiling, looking forward, opening chest. Exhale, cat flexion. Inhaling, cat extension. And again, exhale. Move at your own pace. Keep going. And one more. And back to neutral. Tucking your toes under, pressing your hips up and back into mountain, bending the feet up and down. And then leaving the heels sink towards the floor, doesn't have to be on the floor. And there you go. Ears are in alignment with upper arms, elbows, well, knees are pointing to elbows. So your upper legs are facing your upper arms. Then bringing your left leg forward. You might need to come down on your knees first, then bring that left leg forward. That's okay. Okay. So when you're in mountain, and you bring your left leg forward, you bring your right knee on the floor. Okay? And you want your ankle and your knee in alignment. But if you don't feel anything, unless you're hypomobile, there's always exception. If you don't feel anything, just move your right leg back a little bit. And then leaning into the hips. Hips are still facing forward. Shoulders are down. Hands are down. Looking forward. Okay. Now, stretching out your front foot. So you bring your knee back. You bring your head towards your front leg. And you move with it. Okay? So you're moving backwards and forwards. So like a little lever now, because your front leg is doing the opposite of what your back leg is doing. Yeah. Loosening up. And see, sometimes if you move your toes from your mat, lifting your toes up, see what kind of difference that makes. If that helps, if it doesn't, work with it, work with your body. One more movement. Ooh. And then bringing your knee and ankle in alignment again, staying there. 3 breaths. And then changing sides. So tucking your toes until still tucked, lifting your back leg up, pressing down, stepping your front foot back, coming back into mountain. Might need to move your feet a little bit forward now, pedaling the feet again. And then sinking again towards mountain pose. And then stepping the right leg forward, left leg back. And it's the same thing. So you want to feel a little bit of a stretch. You want to feel your muscles. Working with your body. Can't stress that enough. And then move backwards and forwards. And just feel if there's any difference between left and right. There often is. They're doing different things, so different tensions in there. And you might want to lift your toes up. Maybe not. One more. Pressing into the mat, lifting off the back foot, stepping the right leg back, bringing your bum and hips up towards the ceiling, mountain pose again. Coming down, both knees, opening up the chest, looking forward, tailbone towards the ceiling, cat extension. Curving down, chin towards chest, exhale. Inhaling again, opening up chest, tailbone towards the ceiling. Exhale, pressing up and back into mountain. Inhaling, stepping the left foot forward, right knee on the floor, leaning into the hips, looking forward. Exhaling, stepping back into mountain. Inhaling, stepping the right leg forward, left knee on the floor, leaning into the hips. Hips are facing forward. Chest is open, shoulders down. Exhale, pressing up and back into mountain. Inhaling, come down on the knees, opening up the chest, tailbone towards the ceiling. Exhaling, chin towards chest, curving the spine, tailbone tucked under. Inhaling, tailbone towards the ceiling, looking forward. Exhaling, pressing up and back into mountain. Inhaling, left leg forward, right knee on the floor, leaning into the hips, chest open, shoulders down. Exhale, stepping up and back into mountain. Inhaling, right leg forward, left knee on the floor, leaning into the hips, looking forward, shoulders down. Exhale, back into mountain, holding the pose. So checking in with yourself, feet are hip width apart. Upper legs facing forward, hands are spread, fingers are spread, I should say. Here's an alignment with upper arms, abdomen engaged, focusing on your breath. Toning the whole body. If you need to come down, so if you're in pain, you can come down on your knees, bum towards the floor, into child's pose, forehead towards the mat. If you feel a bit dizzy, keep yourself upright, just coming up into sitting Vajrasana. But if you want to come out, try and stay in, because that's your mind playing games with you. If your body can stay in it, stay in it. Five more breaths. When you're done with 5, looking forward, stepping the right leg forward, left leg forward, curving down, forward fold. Let your head hang for a bit, and nod yes, and shake no, just for your neck. The curve in the spine, slowly coming up. Into standing. Okay. Release. I want to shake yourself up a little bit. Going into sun salutations. There are different kinds. I'm doing the one I'm taught. So traditional yoga, Saraswati lineage. Coming up to the top of your mat. Space is fun here, so I hope you can see. Anyway, palms together in front of chest, shoulders down, tailbone tucked under, feet are hip width apart. They can be together, but it's up to you. If you have knee issues, you want them a little bit more apart, okay? And keep your knees bent. Always when you have knee issues, it's good to have a little bit of bend in there. Having said that, always micro bend your knee, because your knee is not meant to be locked out. Never lock out your knees, okay? So, tailbone tucked under, feet hip width apart, palms in front of chest. If you're comfortable closing your eyes and then feeling into your body, shoulders down, you might want to roll them and then release them. And then just tune in with yourself. Where are you, where do you have tense muscles? Where are you tense? You can see if you can release that with your breath and have those points in mind when you're doing this practice. So when you're ready, opening your eyes, arms coming down and arms coming up alongside your ears, palms facing forward. If you'd like to, you can slowly, lightly bend your back, but keep sure your tailbone stays tucked. Okay. Then bring it forward into forward fold, arms coming down, head coming down. Might want to bend your knees. Stepping the right leg back, right knee on the floor. Hips facing forward, opening up the chest, toe tucked. Stepping the left leg back, our hips and bum up, mountain pose. Coming down on the knees, dipping chin and chest, rolling forward, pushing legs back, up into cobra. Pubic bone is on the floor. If that's hard, bring your arms a little bit more forward. And to create more space in your lower back, you can widen your feet a little bit. You just have to adjust it during the practice then, okay? So up into cobra, tucking the toes under, pressing up and back into mountain. Looking forward, left leg forward, right knee on the floor, leaning into the hips, opening up the chest. Stepping forward, forward fold, curving the spine, coming up, arms coming up, palms facing forward. If you like to lightly bend back, bringing the palms together and down in front of chest. Again, arms up, arcing if you prefer, coming forward, forward folding. Stepping the left leg back, left knee on the floor, opening up, leaning in. Bringing the right leg back, up into mountain. Shoulders away from the ears. Coming down on the knees. Dipping chin and chest, bum stays up. And you roll forward, shift your chin along the mat. Pushing legs away, coming up. Tucking toes under, bum up. Bringing the right leg forward, left knee on the floor, leaning in. Bringing left leg forward, forward fold. Curving the spine, coming up, arms coming up. Arcing if you like, palms together in front of chest. That is one round. We'll do it again, but with breath. Inhaling, arms up. Exhaling, forward fold. Inhaling, right leg back, right knee on the floor, leaning into the hips. Looking up. Exhale, pressing up and back into mountain. Keeping the breath out, coming down on the knees. Dipping chin and chest. Inhaling, coming forward into cobra, shoulders down. Exhaling, pushing up and back into mountain. Inhaling, left leg forward, right knee on the floor. Exhale, forward fold. Curving the spine, coming up. Arms coming up, inhaling, lengthen. Exhale, palms together in front of chest, tailbone tucked. Inhaling, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhaling, left leg back, left knee on the floor, leaning in. Exhaling, up and back into mountain. Breath out, down on the knees, dipping chin and chest, elbows in. Inhaling, up into cobra. Toes under, exhale, mountain. Looking forward, right leg forward, left knee on the floor, leaning in. Exhale, forward fold. Inhaling, curving up, arms up. arcing back if you like. Palms together, exhale in front of chest. Again, inhaling, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhaling, right leg back, right knee on the floor, leaning in. Exhale, pressing up and back into mountain. Coming down on the knees, breath out, dipping. Inhaling into cobra. Exhaling, pressing up and back into mountain. Inhaling, left leg forward, right knee on the floor, leaning in. Exhaling, forward fold. Curving the spine, inhale, coming up, arms coming up, arcing back, shoulders down. Exhale, palms together in front of chest. Inhaling. Exhale. So keep going at your own pace, with your own breath. And keep going. We'll do one more round. Keep sending that breath to those tensions when you inhale, and when you exhale, still release. Last one, so taking your time. Palms together in front of chest, closing your eyes, letting your natural breath return. Letting your natural breath return. your whole time opening eyes, releasing the arms, releasing the head. Okay. So, facing the long side of the mat, taking a big stance. You want to be further than shoulder width apart. So if your wrist and your ankles are roughly in alignment, you want it a little bit further than that. Okay. Okay. So hips facing forward. Moving your right foot. So that's that one for you guys. Facing the short end of the mat. Yeah. Your knee, you bend it over your ankle. If this is very stretchy because you're quite stretched out, then just bring your back foot a little bit in. But you still want to feel that edge, okay? If you don't, then widen your stance. This is where people cheat a lot, okay? You don't want it too easy. You don't want it too hard either. Okay, so knee in alignment with your ankle. Like that. Bringing your arms shoulder height, shoulders down. Yeah. And then looking towards the short end of the mat. Holding the pose, focusing on your breath, pressing into your feet, both feet actually. Balancing it out. Warrior pose, feel strong. Tailbone is tucked. And your knee, point them to your toes. So you don't want your knee to collapse in. You want it nice and straight. Okay. Focusing on your breath. Three more breaths. When you're done, releasing your arms, lengthening your front leg, turning your foot in, and the other side. Left leg, foot facing the short end of the mat. Your back leg, you might want to point your toes a little bit more inwards towards the mat, okay? Towards the midline of the mat. Knee, stack it above your ankle, like so. Tailbone tucked, you don't want to press it out, you want it tucked under. Arms shoulder height, shoulders down, and leaning in, looking towards the short end of the mat, holding the pose. Three more breaths. Releasing the arms when you're done, bringing your toes facing the long side of the mat, scissoring, again stepping out. Ooh. Okay. We'll finish with the balancing pose when it comes to the asanas. You might want to step off your mat, sometimes being on the floor because there's less cushioning, provides you with more stability. It's up to you. Use a wall. Walls are there for great reasons, but you can use them for balancing to help you balance. Nothing wrong with that. Everyone's balance is different. Mine differs in the morning from the evenings. Some people are more stable in the evenings, some people are more stable in the mornings. Depends day by day, okay? Working again with your body and with your stages. I'll talk them through and then you can do them. So first, you feeling into your feet in the center of your feet. You might want to move forward and backwards and then side to side. I'll talk you through that just so you know what we're doing. Then tiptoeing the mat, the right leg, stage 1. Make sure you're comfortable at each stages before you move on to the next. Okay. You want to find a drishti, which is a focal point. So you stare something and that doesn't move. So I will move out of the way in a little bit. And you can stare at your screen, you can stare at the floor, at the wall, whatever, as long as it doesn't move, so you can still focus on that. Okay. Tailbone tucked under, hands can be on the hips. Stage 2, is bringing your foot up to your calf, pointing your knee out. Okay, again, make sure you're comfortable here before you move on to the next. And the next is bringing your foot up to your thigh, tensing your thigh. Hands can be in the hips, pressing your foot into your thigh. Arms in front of you. Or arms above. Ooh. Shoulders down. Hey. So there you go. Okay. It's hard when you can't stare at something. So I'll move out of the way. So you're gonna stand feet together. And I'm moving your weight forwards and backwards and side to sides. And then to the center of your feet. Bring all your weight to your right foot. Find your drishti. Tailbone stuck under. Then tiptoeing the mat with your left foot, bringing your left heel up off the floor. Hands can be on the hips. Make sure you're stable there. If you're stable, bring the sole of your foot up to your calf, pressing into your calf, your knee comes out. When you're happy there, you bring the sole of your foot up to your thigh, tensing your thigh, pressing into your thigh with your foot. Knee is outwards. Hands on the hips. Hands in front of you. Palms together or above you. Palms together. Focus. And hold. Three more breaths. When you're done, slowly releasing your arms, releasing your leg, and stepping out. Shake it out. Shake it out, and then changing sides. Feet together, bringing the weight forwards and backwards, side to side, feeling into your feet. Bringing all your weight to the left foot, finding your drishti, hands on the hips, tailbone tucked. Tiptoeing the mat or the floor with your right toes, right heel comes up. Bringing the sole of your foot up onto your calf, knees pointing out. And if you're comfortable, bring your sole of your foot up to your thigh, knees pointing outward. Never place your foot on your knee joint. Okay, it's either above the knee joint or below, never on it. Hands can be on the hips, in front of you, palms together, or above you, palms together. Focusing on your breath, hold. 3 more breaths. When you're done, releasing your arms, releasing your legs, shake it out, and put some layers on for meditation. Yay! Just a short one today. So you want to be seated, spine upright. Again, it doesn't matter how you sit. You can sit against the sofa, against the wall. You cannot do that. Legs extended or cross-legged, whatever works for you. If you're not comfortable with closing your eyes, you can face a wall, something with solid color, and then just stare at that. Okay. If you're happy, close your eyes. Close your eyes. You can place your hands anywhere you like them. You can connect your thumb and index finger, Jnana or Chin Mudra, palms facing up or down, up to you. Spine is tall. When you're ready, feeling into your legs, you might want to clench them and then relax them. Same with the torso, arms, neck and head. You might want to roll your head a little bit. And then release, coming to center, and becoming still in your own body, your whole body. Focusing on your breath, your natural breath. And see if you can deepen the breath slightly. If you have some kalpa, bring that to mind and feel what it would feel like if you achieved it. Really grasp that feeling that you've got it. And when you have that, mentally repeat your sankalpa 3 times. Bring your awareness to your breath in the nostrils. And bring your awareness to the breath in the nostrils. Mentally repeating so when you inhale, hum when you exhale. So mentally repeat so when you inhale, hum when you exhale. Keep practicing. Keep practicing. Slowly letting this go. Letting go of so and hum. Letting go of breath awareness. Bring your awareness to the mind space, space between the eyebrows, Chitta Kash. Bring your awareness to the mind space, Chitta Kash, space between the eyebrows, and observe. Let anything that comes up come up, acknowledge it, and let it go. So observe, acknowledge, let go. Move on to the next. Observe, acknowledge, let go, move on to the next. Keep practicing. If your mind begins to wander, bring it back to the mind space, observing, acknowledging, letting go, moving on. Keep practicing. Slowly letting this go. Letting this go. Remember your sankalpa, mentally repeat it 3 times. Bring your awareness to the breath in the nostrils. Bring your awareness back to the breath in the nostrils. Coming back to your body, your whole physical body sitting down. Ariom Tat Sat, meditation complete. Might want to bring some movement in your fingers and your feet. Might want to roll your head from one side to the other. And I'll finish with 3 ohms. Thank you for joining me in this practice. I hope you are having a lovely day or evening. Thank you.